So it means that T is a layer 2 solution, but how is T's layer 2 serverless if it's cloud computing?
Well, depends on how you define serverless. Amazon has their own serverless. They have a name called the Lambda. Those serverless means, yeah, you don't have to run server, but someone else, Amazon, will run a server for you. You just run we call it function, which one is also called Lambda. You run your Lambda, then Amazon server. So they call serverless. That means you don't have to set up server, but Amazon will. It's different than what our definition of a serverless is. Not only we don't provide server, and the T project as a project, we don't provide any server. We don't not like Amazon provides service, we don't. But instead, the miners who join the T project, they provide servers. So those servers we call the mining nodes. Your application is actually running on thousands of those mining nodes. They are provided server, you run your function. Just like serverless or Lambda, but the difference is we are not Amazon, we're not centralized solution. We don't provide, but the miners, that is fully decentralized.
So how many miners would you need, for example, to run an average D app at T project? Is there like a specific number or how does it work?
Well, we have the minimal, like these three, because we have to have a like a consensus between them. It's not the blockchain consensus, but we still have a distributed consensus. So at least three, but the maximize, it depends on how many. It was defined by the developer. Some applications they would like to have a more server to run, nodes to run, and some applications they're simple, they don't really need. The more server run, the higher the cost of the application. This is not something new. This is also happening in existing cloud computing. Like you run your application, sometimes we call it elastic computing. Means if you have a lot of workload, then you're gonna increase the instances of your application. And if the workload is lower, reduced, you're probably gonna reduce the number of the instances running in the cloud. That is the same thing as what we did. Like for the T application, you can define a minimize, but once the load increase, the more people using your application, the existing nodes probably not enough to handle those traffic. You're going to increase the numbers of the servers to hosting your instances. But that's okay because the more people using your application, the more money you can earn. So you will have enough power to pay to all the miners, even the number increase. So that is totally fine.